Hi friends, happy Friday. I'm jumping on today because I'm getting a lot of questions and interest about the presidential election, which is about, I don't know, 50, how many days is September 11th? 2 months, less than 2 months away. But I'm also getting a push from my intangible community to give you this information. Now, this information is not an endorsement of one candidate or the other. I'm trying to explain to you guys how energy works in a situation like this and why some people win and some people lose, and what I'm noticing and what my guidance is telling me about the process. Okay, first and foremost, I did predict that Joe Biden would be the Democratic nominee with Kamala Harris, and that was about October of last year. So that was like a real clear, easy thing to see. So, but what that tells me, since that has come to pass without a hiccup, is that this is Joe Biden's election to lose, that there is enough momentum and enough discontent with the current administration that it really is his to lose. Can he lose it? Absolutely. And here's why. When you're looking at energy patterns, Trump has an advantage, and the advantage is this. This is a person who knows how to honor his own voice, his own inner drive. He does not care what anyone thinks, what anyone says about him, what anyone advises him to do. He's going to do what he wants to do, when he wants to do it, in the way he wants to do it. Whether or not that's correct or incorrect isn't the issue. That particular skill is actually a skill. And any successful business person, any person who becomes successful in any way, learns how to listen to their own voice and how it relates to tangible matter. And once you master that relationship, okay, this is what I want to do, and when I do that, this happens. When you master that, you're way ahead of the game. And there are many people who go through their whole lifetime only bouncing off what external reality tells you to do. They don't ever honor that voice. Now, you can dispute whether you agree with it, like it, any of it. That's not the conversation. But the energy of that ability to deflect everything and do what you want to do it feels like power to people. It feels like authenticity to people. And so people will say, how can people say Trump is honest? How can people say, how can they say that? Well, it's because they're reflecting off the energy of strength that he has for himself. May not be for other people, but that's not relevant. And he's very skilled at pushing buttons in a way. He's mastered that because he does not care what people think. So conversely, when you look at Joe Biden, one of the reasons he makes a good challenger for Trump is because he too has that authenticity. He doesn't follow exactly the typical path of a politician. However, he is indeed a politician, and he has spent his life looking at polls, measuring what people think, for the right reasons and not the right reasons all the time. That really doesn't matter. But if you put the two side by side in terms of who has the core strength, I would say Trump has the edge. He's about 20%, if he's probably like a 95 on a 1 to 100 scale of being able to project that strength. Joe Biden is at about a 75, maybe an 80 on a good day, I suppose. So what that means is that as Biden is out campaigning and getting ready for the election, if he is at all perceived to be pandering or listening to things that aren't his core, and people have a nose for that. If they smell that, they see that as weakness. So no matter what they think of Trump's moral compass, they're instinctively going to be drawn to the strength of that core center. So it's very important for Biden to continue to be himself and not be pulled in by groups or aligning with groups that he thinks he has to do to win. What he actually needs to do to win is have voter turnout. That's the only thing that will equalize this energetic disparity. And this sort of answers the questions of why people always say, why is it when Republicans win, they can win by one vote? It's so unfair. And Democrats have to win by thousands or millions. It's because of this energy disparity. If you're only looking below at the external, you're not going to get it. But if you understand we're trying to close an energy gap, it'll start to make sense for you. So Joe Biden's key to victory is voter turnout. And he may need more of a popular vote win than Hillary did. I mean, but that is going to be the key. And if he does anything that people perceive to be pandering, he could lose. So I'm not here to endorse one or the other. I'm here to talk to you about the energy so that you understand how it plays out in the real world. Okay, I hope you find that helpful. I'll do regular Monday message and have a great weekend. Mwah. Take care.